Hi guys, my name is Lucy and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. If you are new here, welcome, and please do hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you back for more of my videos. For today's video, I have an audition planning, organization, all those good things video for you. This is basically a reminder slash checklist of what you need to organize before you go to your drama school auditions. This is a video that I really could have done with before my auditions because I had no idea what to organize, what to do, so hopefully this will help you guys out a little bit. As always, I've written a list on my phone of all the things that I want to cover for you guys in this video so I don't miss anything out. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please do smash a big thumbs up to let me know. It really helps me kind of gauge what videos you guys are enjoying and what I should make more of. First thing you need to do is decide where you're going to audition. This is a really hard one. People always ask where I auditioned for, but just to clear that up again, I auditioned for GSA, Mount View, ArtsEd, Erdang and RCS, which is Royal Conservatoire of Scotland. To choose the schools that you want to audition for. For myself, I looked on their website, I looked at their course details, and I also looked at shows that were currently in the West End that I could see myself in, and I checked where the people who were in those shows had trained. Because obviously you want to make sure that you're getting a training that is going to give you the tools that you need to pursue the career that you want to have. As always, not every school is going to be right for everyone. Although those are the 5 schools I auditioned for, they might not be right for you. You guys might want to audition for Lane or Bird or Masters or any other kind of school that maybe wasn't the right fit for me. So just make sure to do your research and only audition for schools that you really want to go to. Auditioning for drama school is not cheap. It's usually around £50 per audition. So make sure you're only auditioning for schools that you would actually go to. Don't have that bottom choice one that you're like, oh, I really don't want to go there. And then you audition and say it's the only place you get in, you don't end up going, because that's a waste of your time auditioning, it's a waste of their time auditioning you, and it's a waste of your £50 paying for that audition. Once you've decided where you want to audition, you need to figure out what each school wants from you. For myself, I basically wrote down each school in a heading like this, and then underneath I wrote what I needed for each school. So for example, for ArtsEd, I needed a monologue, which was Shakespeare from their audition list. Erdang, I only needed 1 song. GSA, I needed any choice song in first round, but then 1 from their list if I got to recall. I basically wrote all that out, collated all the information that I needed, and then started to prepare for my auditions. When you're picking audition material, it can be very stressful because you feel you need to find the perfect song and the perfect monologue. I can assure you the perfect song and the perfect monologue probably don't exist. There will be multiple songs that you're like, oh, I quite like this, but I don't like this bit about it, and I quite like this, but I don't like this bit about it. You need to pick whichever one is going to serve you best in that audition, and remember, it's not just about singing, it is also very, very much about acting. For choosing songs, I would say your best friend is YouTube. Literally just listen to as many shows as you possibly can to find that audition song that best suits you. And for monologues, as much as many people would say don't look at monologue books, I think they're a good place to start, to find plays that you like the sound of, to find writers that you like the sound of. Say you find a monologue in a monologue book that you like the sound of, maybe look at the play and there might be other monologues in that play that you like because you like that style, or look at other things that that writer has written. Once you've got your audition material, make sure to do your research. I'm sure you're all bored of me banging on about this, but make sure you read the play that your audition monologue is from. You need to know your character's full journey throughout the play. It's no use just knowing what happens in that 1 page of script. You need to know what's happened to them before, what's led up to this, what's going to happen to them after, what are the consequences of this speech, for example. So please read the play and do your research. And when it comes to your songs, make sure to research the musical that it's from. Obviously, it's very hard to go and watch the musical because a lot of them won't be on. However, do as much research as you possibly can. There might be bootlegs on YouTube. If there is, watch them. Even if you don't like them, it will be good to get an idea of the character's full story. All those kind of things will help you make informed and smart decisions as an actor. Now, once you've done all that, you've chosen the schools you're going to audition for, you found out what material you need, chosen your material, done all the research on your material, you need to start preparing for the actual audition day. Now, at this point, you're probably starting to decide when you want to audition for schools. Make sure to book your auditions for schools in advance because they do fill up quickly and you want to get the audition dates that you feel comfortable with. Auditions for drama schools usually run from around November time until June, July time. So it is a long period of time, but check with each specific school what their audition period is, because it does vary. When you are booking your auditions, you need to consider many things. You need to firstly consider travel if you live outside of London, and obviously most of the drama schools you'll be auditioning for will be around the London area. So travel is a big thing. You need to consider how long it's going to take you to get to the school, where will you stay the night before, all these kind of things. If you're coming into London, you need to allow for train delays, train cancellations, weather problems, etc, etc, etc. So honestly, plan your travel within the inch of its life. My mama had a full-on spreadsheet for where we were going, what train we were getting, what tube we were getting, blah 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 blah, because the last thing you want to do is get lost, and that to stress you out on your audition day. You need to decide at this point if you want to do all your auditions in one go or you want to spread them out. I know people like to sometimes do their auditions, do an audition, miss a day, do an audition, miss a day, do an audition, miss a day. This is great if you live outside London and you have the stamina to do that. For some people that really works because they just get in the zone of, okay, I'm auditioning now, and they get them all out of the way. Sometimes people find if they spread them out, it really affects them. So for example, if they do their first audition and they get cut at the first round, that might affect them for their next audition. But if you're doing them all quite close and succinct, then you just need to get on with it and get them all done. Personally for me, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to spread them out a bit. I did them across 3 sittings, if that makes sense. So I did RCS on its own, then I did GSA and Mount View, I think, kind of together, and then Arts Ed and Erdan kind of together. Personally, that's what worked for me, but honestly, just do whatever works for you. There is no right or wrong way to do it. So now you have chosen your schools, found your audition material, learnt your audition material, researched your audition material, booked your audition, and sorted your transport. Then you need to make sure you are ready for the audition. So that will be in terms of sheet music, what you need to wear, all these kind of things. So the first thing is you need to make sure you have a clean copy of your sheet music. A lot of you worry when I say clean copy. This can have cuts on it. So a clean copy would mean it doesn't have any markings of where you're going to breathe, or any marks from your singing teacher, or anything like that. It's basically just a copy that you can give to the pianist that has the correct cuts, and they can see exactly what's going on. This clean copy of your sheet music needs to either be in a plastic wallet folder, or it needs to be taped, so you need to do it in a kind of foldy way. I don't tape sheet music, so I don't really know how to do it, but I'm sure there'll be a video somewhere explaining how to do it. But basically you need to tape your sheet music or have it in a folder. I personally would also say have your monologue printed out, bring the play, because honestly audition nerves do crazy things to your brain, and you don't want to have forgotten the first line of your monologue and you don't have the play to look at quickly before you go in, just to boost your memory. And also you need to decide what you're going to wear for dance. So you need to figure out what dance call the school has. Most auditions require you to wear a leotard and black tights over the top of your leotard, and some schools also require you to do ballet, so you will need ballet tights for that. Personally, I would say practice in what you're going to wear for your audition. I would never go to an audition wearing a brand new leotard that I've never worn before, because you never know, it could be really uncomfortable, it could have horrible sweat marks, it could fall down. There's so many things that just could go wrong. So practice in your leotard before your audition. And this goes for shoes as well. If you're dancing in jazz shoes, for example, practice in them before your audition. If you're dancing barefoot, practice barefoot before your audition. Don't do anything that is kind of unknown in your audition. An audition is a stressful and unknown scenario anyway, so if you can make as much of it familiar as possible, honestly it will make your day a lot less stressful. Shoes also goes for singing. If you're going to sing in flat shoes or heeled shoes or boots or whatever, practice in those shoes, because I promise you, singing in different kinds of shoes affects you a lot. So just really practice in what you're going to do on the day. So now it's kind of time to go to the actual audition. As we spoke about travel before, my main advice is leave yourself loads of time. You would rather be an hour and a half early than 5 minutes late, because that day is stressful and you don't need any more stress by travel. Trains and everything in the UK are unreliable because the weather is unreliable. Just leave yourself loads of time. There might be signal failures, there could be leaves on the track. I've never understood that. I think that's so weird. But anyway, there could be wind, there could be really heavy rain, there could be snow, there could be frost. There are so many things that could affect your travel on the day, so just make sure to leave super early. When you arrive at the place where your audition is, so say you're going to Arts Ed, you arrive in Chiswick, you get off the tube at Turnham Green, life is great. You're an hour and a half early. You decide you want to go for a coffee, get a bit of breakfast, whatever. I personally would say go and find the school first. Locate where the school is exactly, like walk to the school, be like, okay, I know where this is, cool, perfect. Then go get something to eat, because you don't want to be having a chill breakfast, life is great, and then you leave to go to the school and you think you can't find it. So I would just say locate exactly where the school is before you chill out and go get breakfast or something. Once you're at the school, you're doing your audition. I have so many videos on the actual audition. Just go for it 100%. You will probably get an estimated end time of your audition from the school. I would say book your travel for later than you would need if it was to end at that time. A lot of the time auditions can run over. You don't want to be stressing about the fact that you're in your audition and your train's gonna leave and you're gonna miss your train, you're gonna have to buy a new train ticket. You don't want any of that stress, so leave yourself loads of time between the end of the audition and your travel home. You're better off having to wait in the train station for a couple of hours rather than stressing in your audition that you're going to miss your train. And I think that is everything. I really do hope this video has helped some of you guys out and hopefully will allow you to be less stressed on the day of your audition. I hope all your auditions are going really well. I've loved meeting the guys of you that are auditioning at Erdang. It's so nice when you guys come up and say hello. I honestly love it. If you do see me at your Erdang audition or an Erdang open day or anything, please do come and say hello. Again, if you have enjoyed this video, please do smash it a big thumbs up to let me know, and I will hopefully see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!